Hi, third grade. It's Mrs. Burrows here. We're going to practice some cursive today, and today we're going to be talking about the capital R in cursive. So before we start, you are going to need your pencil. If you want to use your grip, that's fine. It's up to you. You don't have to. You also need your packet, and I'd like you to have it open to the capital letter R. Let's take a look at that today. Starting off up there, you're going to notice I'm going to put my name first so I know who this belongs to. All right, and let's take a look very quickly at our tongue twister. Rhinos use mud to block the sun. I'm going to circle any R's I see. I have a capital R in manuscript, an R in cursive, and I think those are the only R's we see. Okay, I'm going to come down to the page right here, and I'm going to look at the big R in the box. I'd like you to put your pencil down right now so that you can see and watch and listen to how to make the letter first, and then I'll have you get your pencil in just a second. Now, this letter is a lot like the letter P that we've already talked about. The letter P, remember, started at the midline. It's very, very similar to the letter P. You're going to start at your midline and go undercurve, slant to the baseline, retrace around just like the letter P, but when we come in, instead, we're going to slant to the right and then undercurve to the midline. So it's very similar to the letter P. I can actually see my letter P in there. There's my letter P. Now this one I did, this letter P is the one that just rests right at the midline. Okay, go ahead and grab your pencil and let's try one of these together. I'll erase this so we can try together. All right, let's go ahead and start at our midline today. Undercurve, slant to the baseline, back up to the headline, touch the headline in, right there at the midline, slant to the right and undercurve. Okay. I'm going to try it one more time. Try it with me, starting at the midline, undercurve to the headline, slant to the baseline, retrace your slant back up to the headline, in at the midline, to the right and undercurve. Okay, let's trace and write 5 of these. We have undercurve to the headline, slant, retrace your slant to the headline, in at the midline, to the right and undercurve, and then lift. Try again, undercurve, slant, retrace your slant to the headline and in at the midline, to the right and undercurve. Undercurve, slant, retrace it to the headline, in at the midline, to the right and undercurve. Undercurve, slant, retrace your slant up to the headline, in at the midline, to the right and undercurve. And our last trace, undercurve, slant, retrace it up to the headline, in at the midline, and undercurve. I'm going to have you try 5 uppercase R's after I finish talking today. Now, I'd like to come down and look at the middle part of our page. It says R is joined to the letter, so it is going to connect to the next letter. So let's take a look at the words we have to try today. We have Rome, Rhine River, and Ray. So let's trace together. I am concerned about the O. You're going to have to go over and back. And the letter A over here, over to the back and back. Be careful with those. Let's go ahead and start with Rome. Undercurve, slant, retrace up to the headline, in, to the right, and over to the top. Retrace back around for the O, overcurve, slant, 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 and then undercurve, slant back, undercurve on Rome. Let's try Rhine. Undercurve, slant, retrace it back up to the headline, to the right, and go right into your letter H, slant, overcurve, undercurve, slant, overcurve. Be very careful with your letter E. Once you're finished, lift your pencil, do your dot. Let's do river. Undercurve, slant, retrace it around to the midline, undercurve, slant, undercurve, over on the V. Be careful with your check stroke to the E. And then to the right, and when we're done, don't forget your dot and ray. Undercurve, slant, around at the midline, over and back on the A. Be very careful. And there we go. And I'll give you some time to rewrite this down below when you're done. Okay, we do have, whoops, it's moving a little bit there. We do have a sentence to write today, and this one says, rain keeps rhinos cool. Be very careful when you're attaching to the A. The only other one I'm kind of concerned about is your O here on rhinos. When you write your sentence, be very careful. I'm going to start over here. Over curve and in, over and back on the A. Remember to finish your word completely before you do your dot. Okay. Let me erase this guy. It seems to keep moving around. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the letter K. Be very careful. And you can decide which kind of P you want to do. I chose not to do the loop. And then H. Finish your word first, over and back on the O. Be careful with your check stroke. And here's your letter C. Be careful, over and back on the O. Under curve and dot. Okay, down here it says to write a sentence that begins with R. We do have lots of words. I know that one of the names that you might use today is Russell. That's a person's name. We had rhino. Let's see what else. I know a lot of you are fans of this football team, the Raiders. Okay, and I'll let you guys decide which one you guys want to write about. There's your letter R today. Thank you.